today you have companies that are thriving that shouldn't, because they're selling products that are about escapism. No matter how harmful we know that they are, we partake because we are in the hopelessness economy. The hopelessness economy is something that's been thriving for a while, and men are the main consumers. When you look at social media, what's being pushed? You have negativity. It's easier to find negativity than it is positivity. It's by design. And some people might argue, well, you have content creators that just do this because they know it's easy to go viral to, let's focus on this one thing. So the gender war. You see countless articles and memes that go against women and talk about dating is hard, it's impossible, forget hard, women are terrible, right? Then you can see it from the other end. Men are terrible, men are babies, men are trash. Like, you have all this content, mountains of it, in different formats, and memes and videos and interviews and podcasts and articles. Where's this all coming from, right? And you might sit there and say, well, I can pull the sources, but I'm saying that this is coming from the money source of, let's say, OnlyFans, okay, that's paying for this content to be made by these companies so they can push men into a corner of feeling women are hopeless, women are terrible, dating is hopeless, dating is terrible, so is marriage. So guess what? Don't bother. I got something for you. It's called OnlyFans, right? Because we know that you like women, but you can pretend with you, that you don't, but you do. That's why you're addicted to this, to us. But that's the thing. It's a form of escapism. The perfect woman's not out there. She's over here. And, subscribe and we'll let you, we'll let you meet her. That's what they're doing. And then when it comes to the AI sex bots, AI chat bots, when it comes to the AI girlfriends, alcohol, it's the same tactic of making you feel hopeless, driving you insane by paying these content creators, paying these other companies to just create all this negative content. So you can sit there and consume it. And then you yearn to escape. And then you also, how often do you see this when you're online and you'll see negative, and then you'll start to see advertisements. And then they're always showing a good time. It's like they put you in the desert, and then all of a sudden, you just start to see these ads all about a good time and about, man, do this or buy this, and all of a sudden your life gets better, right? It's a 1-2 punch, right? They're indirectly marketing to you, and then they start to directly market to you, and it's a cycle over and over again. 1-2, 1-2. And I see men falling for it, where another example, alcohol. It used to be, and I sound so old with all this gray hair, that with alcohol, they would sell sex all the time, right? And you'll still see if you have martinis they're selling or something, right? Not martinis, but like gin and the different ingredients of it. But the point is they'll sell it sex very rarely. It has to be for something high end and class A. But typically, alcohol is now what? It's comedic. It's not just comedic, it's a good time. It's a good time. It's a fun, good time. And is alcohol really that? As if it's just, again, they're really just putting escapism in a bottle. That's what they're marketing. And then you see these advertisements, social media, and you see content. And it's just, again, it's easier to find negativity. Now, you might sit there and say, okay, well, the algorithm. The platforms, of course, control the algorithm. It's all machine learning that they continuously have programmed and updated. But the point is that it is harder. Even when you're purposely a positive person. I'm a purposely positive person. And I'm always clicking and liking people that are motivation speakers and, looking at positive affirmations. And those are still hard for me to find. And my feed still wants to send me negative posts all the time because that's the mountain of content. And it's so bad. If you really think about it, how is it that there's so much of it where you might sit there and think, well, wait a minute. I used to think that it was some podcasters, a little bit, some people that were bored and want to easily go viral, because it's easier to go viral, of course, if you're posting about something negative, something violent, right? But I'm telling you, there's a big business behind the hopelessness economy. You have vendors that are making this content because they're doing it because they're getting paid to by these other companies, and it's easy. It's easy money. It's an industry. It's an economy in itself. The hopelessness economy. And for the solutions, I really want us as men, because we're going to continue to be targeted, to go out of our way to have bigger social circles is number one. What really helps them win to making you feel hopeless is men don't have the support. These are known facts. They know this. We don't have the support and the resources that women do when it comes to just in society. We don't have social circles like women do. A lot of men don't have any friends at all. So it's easier to feel that despair and hopelessness when you're alone and you're out here surviving by yourself. So really work on your social circle. Go out, make friends and expand on it. And the other important thing is to check in when it comes to mental health, when it comes to therapy, when it comes to when you do make friends, and sitting down and just, checking in, which a lot of us don't do. When we do make friends, we don't make the time to keep them, right? But therapy is another important one, just to make sure that you're okay. And you might be surprised when you get in that session and you start to really talk, when time is slowed, where now you can focus on you for once, and it's been a busy week, right? And a lot of us just get so wrapped up, and I know because you have out here surviving, and life is getting harder to do that, right? So it's easy for them to push this messaging of negativity. You see these articles and memes and videos with, all these interviews, and it's just all this reformatted, repurposed, and it's all the same negativity over and over again. You can't trust men. You can't trust women. You can't trust those people over there because they look like this and they look like that. And it's just a consistency. And then all of a sudden you start seeing ads for alcohol and ads. And it's all a good time. They're all smiling. And you're not smiling. Who did that to you? Right? Oh, I can make you smile. It's the 1-2 punch, I'm telling you. But yeah, if you want to comment, please comment below. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. And please subscribe, because this is a good channel. I think it is when it comes to promoting just overall wellness, especially for men. I think that we as men need to look at resources that promote positivity for our sanity's sake. And this is one of them.